I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm an autistic adult, but I'm also a college graduate, a local producer. I am also a Special Olympics athlete who succeeded in many ways than one. I'm also here to talk to you about people with disabilities like me who had their tough times but have also succeeded in their life, and the people who helped them in my show, Andrew's Community Connection. Welcome to a special Andrew's Community Connection. I'm here with a friend of mine, Don White. We're here to discuss a movie that we just saw, Peanut Butter Falcon, which is inspirational to everyone with disabilities, including myself, and we're here to talk about it. So, Dawn, what was your...
Good to see you, Andrew.
What was your first reaction of seeing the movie?
I think it's great that people with disabilities are getting some spotlight. It's going to do wonders with integration into the community and people being more understanding. I think the more you see, the more you'll understand. And the more you are around it, the more just everybody understanding is a big thing.
I agree. As a guy with autism, it really did make me happy watching a guy who has Down syndrome, played by Zach
Gottsagen, or however you say it.
He did a great job in the movie for his first time ever in a movie. And I thought him and Shia LaBeouf's chemistry was really good in the movie.
I agree with the chemistry. It was really good. And it was cool to see Dakota Johnson play something that wasn't sultry. It was cool to see her play a girl next door.
Well, she technically was in 50 Shades, but I wouldn't count that as a real film.
Yeah, it's a real film. It made a lot of money, Andrew, so it gets a real film. One of the other things that we had talked about after seeing the movie was we looked up, they had a very low budget. $20,000. Could you make a movie for $20,000?
Probably. I'd need a lot more than $20,000.
You need a lot more than $20,000. We were talking to Andrew about previous movies with actors with disabilities.
Yes.
You're a walking encyclopedia of movies. Why don't you give us a little rundown of the ones you can remember?
I can remember Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks. That was the first one I saw with disabilities. I saw a little bit of Rain Man with Dustin Hoffman. The others I've just seen like in trailers, like the I Am Sam with Sean Penn and Beautiful Mind. I've just seen the trailers for those, so I can't really tell you anything about the performances.
Right.
Down there.
Well, one of the things that they had pointed out on the internet that I had never given much thought to as an employee of someone with this, being employed by someone who has a disability, was that these previous movies are all played by people without disabilities. How did you want to talk a little bit about that?
If the feel weird now looking back at it, but as an audience member, you don't really know that until after you see him a lot on interviews and stuff.
Right.
On there, so it's kind of hard for you to get that. Even though they do amazing portrayals, it's good to actually see someone with a actual disability performing what they're actually performing, what's actually part of them.
Right. Which brings me to something you and I have talked about a lot working together, is people with visible disabilities and people with invisible disabilities. So the invisible disabilities would be easy to portray on big screen as an actor. But a actual disability, like Zach has Down syndrome, you can see his disability. You would not question that there was an issue. So it's nice to see someone with an actual disability be given a chance.
Although they did have people with actual disabilities in a comedy movie, I just realized, with Johnny Knoxville, where he was trying to pretend to be a disabled guy, trying to get with Captain Heigl. I don't remember that name.
Hold on.
The movie.
I know it because he joined the Special Olympics.
And he ends up becoming friends with them.
Right, but he joined the Special Olympics for a girl.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't blame it was Katherine Heigl.
It was the same time period as Dodgeball and all those movies. I think it's Benchwarmers. No.
No.
Benchwarmers was something else.
Yeah, that was with David Spade and.
That was a comedy.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah. Yeah. Next.
You'd have to give me time to look that up, but yeah, that is right. Johnny Knoxville did play.
Yeah, I just
but
thought
he
about
got
this
busted
now.
in the movie for pretending to have a disability.
Yeah.
The girl figured it out, like during the playoffs or something in the movie.
Yeah.
And then everyone's quit talking to him because they were mad.
Yeah.
It was a fraud.
Yep. The only ones who knew that he didn't have a disability were the people that he befriended, that they knew he didn't have a disability.
Right.
Who did have a disability.
Is there anything else that you can think of? We don't want to give away details about the movie because we want you guys to go see it.
Yeah. There are some uncomfortable things in the movie that especially if you're have a disability or you are or family members of people with mental disabilities, it makes you feel comfortable hearing the words coming out.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable words.
The R word.
Yeah.
The big dreaded R word.
You hear that like 5 times in the movie.
Yes. And it's the first time, the big time is from Shia LaBeouf. Tyler is basically hollering at Eleanor, played by Dakota Johnson.
Spoilers.
Well, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but not too much. He's yelling at her about letting Zach be himself and to achieve his dreams and to quit thinking he's nothing more than a retard, which we hate that word, but used in the context in the movie, it was necessary.
And he had Zach cover it up so Zach wouldn't hear what him say.
Right.
Yeah.
But you are right. I had a group of clients with me, and one of the girls that was with us, she covered her ears 3 times during that whole scene where you think he's a retard. You're treating him like a retard. I mean, they just keep saying it, and it was a little intense.
Yeah.
So.
And even the climax had a sort of villainous character saying the R word in the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not to spoil anything.
No, not a spoiler alert. I think we're helping.
Yeah. Yeah. So I reckon when we first saw it was when the movie theater wasn't showing it. Our movie theater wasn't showing it. They were having a special screening of the movie, so I was able to get in for free because my mom was a Regal member. And tell us how you found out about it.
Your mom, and your mom sent me the link, and then I sent the link to other people, and we actually packed our little movie theater for the free showing, based on word of mouth and telling people how wholesome this movie is. There isn't any sex, drugs, or real rock and roll scenes in it. It's not that kind of movie. This is a feel-good movie about understanding and helping people to achieve their dreams.
I say it's sort of like a dark comedy in some aspects of the
Kind
movie.
of. Very Huckleberry Finn in the way they tell the story, because they just take off, and there's all kinds of adventures, mishaps, learning experiences. My favorite scene is, hey Zach, what's the rule number 1 of the road? Party.
From the trailer.
Yeah, from the trailer. So we're not ruining anything. He says to party, and he says no, it's to listen to Tyler. So I mean, just things like that. Really, it was a good movie.
Yep, it was one of the Shia LaBeouf's favorite performances since Holes, I think, because I've seen him in a lot of other movies. In Disturbia, I've seen him in
I didn't even
Transformers.
know he was in Disturbia.
Yep, he was in that suspense movie. In that, it was not a bad movie. It was okay. Transformers was much more terrible acting on that, but it was one of his better performances since Holes. In my case,
I could maybe agree with that.
Yep, and the thing with Zach was really his connection with Zach, actually played by Zach, was actually good.
Yeah. I want to say that they probably left his real name as that, because if you go look online and read a little bit about the Peanut Butter Falcon, the movie was written specifically for Zach, because he has Down syndrome and he wanted to be an actor, and they couldn't just produce a movie and say, oh, this guy just really wanted to be an actor. So they wrote a storyline about him wanting to go to wrestling school, because he's already been to acting school in real life. If you go read about his character a little bit, he studied acting since he was very young. So Anyway, Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer.
Yep.
Very good movie.
Yep. As a guy with autism, it really made me happy seeing a guy with Down syndrome actually portrayed accurately, and he's not just a minor role. He actually plays a big part in the story. He actually goes through a character arc in the story. He's just not there just for the laughs or the comedic relief.
He really wanted it.
Yeah.
You can tell through his acting that he really wanted this.
Yep. So you see him progress in the movie. See how his character changes and all that. So it really made me happy seeing it. Though, and if it ever comes out on home video, I'll probably get it too on there. What were your thoughts with people especially with the people you were with? How did that make them feel?
Well, in the group of us, it was 2 girls and 1 guy, 1 husband. And the 3 of us girls all had teary eyes at the end of the movie. And the husband's looking at us going, why are you girls always so crying? But no, it is that kind of movie. It's a feel-good movie. You feel good sitting there. You feel good watching the big screen. The imagery is beautiful. I believe it was shot in Georgia or South Carolina. But they're insinuating that it's the South.
Yeah.
But just the imagery and the beach shots and the forest scenes are just beautiful. Really. For a $20,000 budget film, I was impressed.
Yep. So I recommend people see it in theaters while it's still out there. If before this video ever comes out, get it on home video or digital. Either way, so I recommend you guys seeing that. So especially with people with autism and the people who help them. And people who are family members and all that, I recommend it. Even though there'll be some uncomfortable parts a lot of uncomfortable parts of the movie, I still recommend that you go through it and watch it, so you can all get understanding and feeling of the movie like we all did.
I agree.
Yep. But all right, it was nice to have you here talking with me, Dawn.
It was great to be here with you, Andrew.
Tune in next time for a brand new Andrew's Community Connection.